I'm waiting for to give me a green signal.
So right after live, like I can start the meeting.
Yeah, you can start now.
Okay. Good morning, Toastmasters. I am expecting a response. Good morning, Toastmasters.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. I welcome you all to the 210th meeting of Bright Beginning Toastmasters Club. And before I start the mission statement of the Toastmaster, I want to remind you that the half of the year has gone. So it might be a better time to take the stock of the goals that you have set out for the year. Uh, Before we end up like we review in the end, so it might be a better time to have a relook and decide what are other things that you have thought about and you are not making progress. So moving to the mission statement of the Toastmaster is the mission of the Toastmasters Club is to provide positive and learning environment in which members are empowered to grow their communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and their personal growth. Now, to run a smooth meeting, we have some basic rules in place. Rule number one, please keep your phone on silent mode. If you haven't done that, you have 5 seconds to do that. Rule number two, please keep yourself on mute mode when you are not speaking. It might disturb the host or whoever is the speaker. Rule number three, please refrain yourself to talk about politics, sex, and religion in derogatory manner. We are open to a healthy discussion. So now, without wasting any more time, please help me welcome the presiding officer for the today's meeting, and that is none other than Toastmaster Mayor. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ved.
Okay, sir. Yeah, over to you, Toastmaster.
So, thank you, Toastmaster Ved. And before we start off this very enriching, enchanting meeting, very fun-filled and energy spark meeting, I would like to. I see there are two guests we have today, so it will be great if they can come on the stage and introduce themselves.
Yeah. Okay. This is with the microphone. Yeah. Okay. Hi, I'm Aryan. I live in Gurgaon. I'm in college right now. This is my first Toastmasters meeting. I just wanted to see what would happen. I was interested to see it might be an interesting thing to try. So I thought that I would come here today and see what happens. And thank you for having me.
Hi, my name is Jaswan. I'm a working professional. Currently, I'm working with a fashion job. I'm staying in Gurgaon. I did my MBA in infrastructure management in 2014. So I have been 7 to 8 years experience in administration, facilities, and work different corporates. So now uh, I'm keeping it interesting to having the Toastmasters class here. Thank you.
Thank you. It's great to know you both. So now, before we start off, I would like to hand over the stage to our TA mod of the day, Toastmaster Mayank.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vidu, for the introduction. of and setting the context and inviting the guests. So a typical Toastmaster meeting is in three formats. The first part is a prepared speech section where we will have two speakers, Toastmaster Vidhu and Toastmaster Vivek, delivering a speech from 5 to 7 minutes, which will be on the stage virtually or in person. Followed by that, we will have a impromptu speaking session wherein you will be given a topic and you have to think within 10 seconds and speak on that topic from anything from 1 minute to 2.5 minutes. And the third section is the evaluation section where we will have Toastmaster Ved with his team give a feedback and evaluation on the content which is spoken in the club meeting. All right. Now that we get started, I need just 5 seconds with you guys to guess what the theme is. Does anybody have a clue what the theme is for today's meeting?
Oh, not yet.
Oh my God. This is not fitting me because obviously my son was playing with it. Yep. What? How do I look? You must be thinking, this guy is looking so crazy. Well, actually, it's virtual reality. Can anybody guess that when was virtual reality come into existence? Toastmaster Ved, I don't want you to be the first one. Anybody in the guest here? 2010. 2010. So two people here say 2010. Toastmaster Disha, when do you think virtual reality became a concept?
I think when we had our gods before us, probably.
We had
We had our gods before us on this earth,
gods before us.
probably.
All right, that's an interesting take. Toastmaster Vidhu,
Maybe somewhere in 18th century or something.
18th century?
1818.
1818. 1818.
So I'm saying 18th century.
18th century is 1700s.
Somewhere around that. Maybe I mean some form and shape, not like the way it is now.
God. Thank God you didn't go back. Well, actually, as you say that, I can think that virtual reality or live streaming concept was prevalent back in Mahabharata when Sanjay was looking at the picture of what's happening in Kurukshetra, telling to Dhritarashtra. I think live streaming came in there. But virtual reality concept came in back in 1960s. What? 1960s? We didn't even have computers there. But yeah, that's the truth as per ChatGPT and Wikipedia. Virtual reality evolved as a concept in 1960s, and there was this 1965 and 1968, some kind of a headband type of thing came in place. But the word virtual reality gained popularity back in 2010, around that time when this Meta launched this VR headsets, and I have one since past 1 year almost, and I have used it only 5 times. All right. So we're going to talk about virtual reality today, and there are a lot of interesting things about virtual reality. If you talk about the advantages side, it gives an immersive experience. You really feel as if you are there. I mean, if you're playing a game like a Beat Saber, where you have boxes coming and you have swords to hit from, right? And if you are totally immersed, you're playing that game, and over a period of time, uh, people who are looking at you will say, "What is your Joker?" I mean, people will start recording you. Huh? Acha, Vivek, you'll have to repark your car. You can leave it back. Just redo your car. Sorry. So if you are playing the game, you are totally immersed in it, playing the game, check. And people who don't know what you're doing, they will be probably recording a video, laughing about it. And this guy, what's happened to him? Like great, that experience was there. It also gives you an experience of training and simulations, right? Like uh, holding a VR and getting immersed into a flight simulator, and you can just try and land different ways instead of blowing off an expensive aircraft, which is in billions of dollars, you are just crashing and uh, a small piece. Of course, it will build in some amount of carelessness, like it's just a piece of software. Let it crash. I don't care. So you might not be very tempted to really safeguard your life there. It Entertainment is also a big thing. Watching movies on VR. There are content on YouTube which is VR, and if you look at it, you will feel as if you're probably in an Aquaman or that kind of a series as well, right? And there is also a research which is done, and VR is being put in place as a therapeutic treatment as well, in terms of where doctors are giving it as a use case. For example, if somebody's fear of heights, earlier the doctor will pull him to the terrace and say, "Oh, look down," and he'll be like, "Okay, I'm going crashing." But with VR, it's possible that you are in a safe environment, you are strapped up in your seat and just going through that experience. And for me, the experience of entering a roller coaster is going to be crazy because next month I'm going to be going to Singapore, and I wish I could complete that tour of Singapore on my VR screen. I know I would not have been at the risk of my life. All right. So before we move ahead, let's get on to the prepared speech section. And before that, let me call upon stage our general evaluator, Toastmaster Ved, to introduce the role himself and the tag team. Over to you, Toastmaster Ved.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Good morning, Toastmasters again. Today, I'm playing the role of general evaluator. And as a general evaluator, my role is to evaluate meeting in general, starting from the moment the star comes on the stage till the very end. I have to evaluate the meeting, the goods and not so good part of the meeting. And we have divided the evaluation part of the meeting in multiple sections, and there are multiple parts to it. And there is a whole tag team as well. And so let me introduce my team. The first role that we have is that the language evaluator role. And to describe her role, I would like to invite Toastmaster Disha onto the stage. Over to you, Toastmaster Disha.
Thank you, Toastmaster Wayne. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As a language evaluator today, I will be taking a note of all the filler words that the speakers use, like as, so, and similar words. Apart from this, I will also take a note of any kind of improper usage of words or phrases. And at the end of the meeting, I will be presenting my report when called upon. Along with this, the other responsibility is to introduce the word of the day. So today's word of the day is surreal, surreal, which means resembling a dream. An example of using this word is when I saw my childhood home after a very long time, I felt so surreal. So each speaker is supposed to use the word of the day at maximum today. I will take a note of that as well. So that is from my end. Over to you, Toastmaster Wade.
Thank you, Toastmaster Disha, for explaining your role. The language evaluator role is one of the most important part of the meeting. It helps you become more articulate. And these are simple behaviors which you will keep in your mind, and you will become as a better speaker. And that's why we have this role in the meeting. Another role that keeps you on your toes is the timer role. And to explain the role, I would like to invite Toastmaster Shona. Over to you, Toastmaster Shona.
Very good morning, Toastmasters. Today I'll be the timer who will be evaluating the time of your speeches, be it the prepared speeches or the table topics. So the timing for the prepared speeches is from 5 to 7 minutes. On 5 minutes, I'll show you the yellow card. Sorry, green card. On 6 minutes, I'll show you the yellow card. And on 7 minutes, I'll show you the red card. There you will get a grace time of 1 minute. That means 30 seconds, you'll get a grace time of 30 seconds. And if you'll go beyond 7 minutes, 30 seconds, you'll be disqualified. With respect to the table topic, your speech time will be between 1 to 2 minutes. On 1 minute, I'll show you the green card. On 1 minute, 30 seconds, I'll show you the yellow card. And on 2 minutes, I'll show you the red card. Again, in this table topic also, you'll get a grace mark of grace time of 30 seconds. So over to you, Toastmaster Ved. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shonak, for explaining your role. Now, yeah, thank Toastmaster Mayank, is there something? Okay. So thank you, Toastmaster Shonak, for explaining your role. Now, this is it for my introduction and my tag team's introduction. I will be back in the evaluation section, but before that, back to the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ved. So we have the two speakers, Toastmaster Vidu. Can we do have an audio video check? Can you say, repeat after me, it's a beautiful day.
It's a beautiful day.
Is it raining outside?
No, it's not.
But then why aren't you here? All right. So Toastmaster Vidu's speech is going to be evaluated by Toastmaster Disha. Toastmaster Disha, can you read out the speech objectives?
Toastmaster Mayank, I do have the speech title with me.
It's a general speech.
Yes, so it is a general speech for improving the overall delivery, pace, and structure of the content. So I would now like to invite Toastmaster Vidu to present her speech on title Enchanting Memories. Enchanting Memories, Toastmaster Vidu.
Thank you, Toastmaster Disha. I would like to share my screen. Just give me 1 minute. So can you all see my screen?
Yes, we can. Yeah.
Okay. Do we have any nature lover, culture enthusiast, adventure seeker, or music fans here? Yes, no?
Yes.
Okay. Anybody else other than Disha who is a nature lover, culture enthusiast, adventure seeker, or a music fan? Okay. So, very recently, I traveled to a place which was full of mesmerizing sceneries and deep traditions. And this, I will be sharing some of the pictures so that the audience can relate to what I'm talking about. Any guesses from this picture which location I'm talking about? Any guesses? This is in India.
Northeast.
Yes. So this is from Meghalaya. During my travel, I uncovered some of the very, Meghalaya's hidden treasures. So 70% of the Meghalaya is forested, and it is the it is the wettiest region in India. We have extreme forested expanse. The best part here is that they are very custom and tradition enriched. They so the first picture which I'm showing here is the raw fruits. So the vegetables and the fruits they eat. So they generally have rice, and all of the spices, fruits, vegetables are all in-house they grow. 80% of the population is doing agriculture there, and it is full of waterfalls. We have Shillong, which is the capital of Meghalaya, and Scotland is it is Shillong is also called as Scotland of East. So it has rolling green hills. We have serene lakes, and there is limestone caves. And I will also talk about their tradition. So they have a very interesting tradition wherein they called as matrilineal society, wherein if somebody so the this inheritance is being given to the girl in the family. And so when the girl is getting married, the boy comes to girl's house, and the youngest girl get the legacy of her mother's home. So this is a very different tradition which is there in Meghalaya, and the people there belongs to mostly Khasi, which is because Meghalaya has Khasi hills, so their language is also Khasi. They don't know Hindi at all, so they know English, and their tongue language is English, and then they talk, and then they have Khasi as their primary language. They use the surname of their mothers rather than fathers. And whenever there is a girl child which is born, then they celebrate it. And if some of the girls prefer to marry outside of their community, then they celebrate it and accept it in a very positive way, which is very different from other states in India. So these are few of the pictures to just show this is Shillong, and Shillong has a they still have some colonial, I would say, impact. So the houses there are influenced by the way Britishers used to live, and this is their traditional wear, which is Khasi wear. And Meghalaya is surrounded by two border is by covered through Assam or Bangladesh. So the left image which you are which is there on the screen is Bangladesh towards the left, and where I'm standing is the Meghalaya. This is basically from Cherrapunji. Now, one important thing which I wanted to cover was uh, the girl which you can see on the screen. So Meghalayan age, they are 30 years younger than how in other parts of the state people look like. So because of the environment, because of the ecological, the way they eat, the way they live in such a nature loving environment, they so the girl which you can see here is 45 years of age, but she was looking like 20. So everybody in Meghalaya, their age cycle is age expectancy is around 85 to 90, unlike in other states of the India. It has okay, so sorry for having a little structure here and there, because I also wanted you to look through the images. So this they have a lot of caves. So Meghalaya has the longest cave in the world. So and these caves are live caves, wherein these limestone are developing and growing and reducing their like in size depending on the water flow. So these caves have water inside, and these are active caves. So in the left you can see this image seems like a Ganesh ji image. So there are a lot of similar kind of formations that's happening within their caves, and they're very I mean, those people who like knowing more about geology and all. So this is the right place to be. 75% of the people there have moved from Khasi to now they are now Christians, and you will see all the name of the people like Daniel, Jackie, all of those. And there is one living root bridge. So this bridge you can see this is made of roots. So this was made by the local people. The trees there, they've used their roots to make this bridge, and this is placed between sparring river and stream form of living tree roots. So there is a waterfall above and below this bridge. there is a forest, sacred forest. Did I just show you? So there is a sacred forest where okay, yeah. So there is a sacred forest. It is a place where they witness. You can witness the monoliths if somebody is interested in monoliths. So this is a place where they have monoliths and where they sacrifice animals to fulfill their wishes. And it is being said that if they sight a leopard there, it means that the prayer has been accepted by their god. And they have rudraksh trees there, so you can get the rudraksh also. I have never seen rudraksh trees before, so it was a so this tree in between is the rudraksh tree. This also is a destination for music lovers, so several music festivals throughout the year happens, and the world recognized music festival NH8 Weedender, which attracts musicians globally, also comes to Meghalaya to take to um, enjoy the music. And it's because English is also one of their primary languages, so you see a lot of foreigners in Meghalaya. So irrespective you are a nature lover, culture enthusiast, adventure seeker, this beautiful place has power to captivate your senses and leave you with memories like that will last a lifelong. So that was my take. Now over to you, back to you, the TM or Mayank. Can't hear you, Mayank.
Okay, can somebody stop sharing? So much. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vidhu, for sharing your journey of Assam and Meghalaya. It made me relive my trip, which I did about 6 years ago on this, covering Dwaki and Assam, Tejpur, Meghalaya. It was quite a serene view. All right, so now we have Toastmaster Vivek coming in from GTMC, who will be delivering a speech with us. Toastmaster Vivek Agarwal, he lives in Gurgaon and is supported by his lovely parents, his wife, and his son. Vivek works with Petrofac. It's a multinational EPC company that supports clients worldwide by building projects to support their energy needs. Currently, Vivek is a country manager in India. Do you know that our club actively collaborates with Bechtel, who is also in the similar field? Vivek believes in value-based, healthy relationship with people, and his life, he lives life with giver's attitude. Thank you so much, Vivek, for coming and giving a speech here and to fulfilling your value chain here. Vivek loves to read, write, and cook. I'm feeling hungry already. And his favorite quote is, "The more you sweat in peace, the less you bleed in war." And that's what we're going to be practicing here. The more you practice here, the less you will bleed in your office conversations. So, Toastmaster Vivek, I invite you on the stage, please. I request Toastmaster Ved, who's the evaluator, to give brief objectives of
Thank you, Toastmaster Mayank. Toastmaster Vivek is delivering his level 1 P2 speech, and the purpose of this project is for member to present a speech on any topic, receive feedback, and apply the feedback to the second speech. And notes for me is the member will deliver a well-organized speech on any topic, and I have to focus on the member's speaking style. The speech may be humorous, informational, or any style the member choose. I wish Toastmaster Vivek all the best. Back to the Toastmaster.
Nice coffee, nice aroma.
Ah, wonderful glass. Sorry, I spilled it. This coffee is of no use now. 2 seconds back, I was enjoying this coffee. Wonderful coffee, nice aroma. Now I cannot. This coffee is of no use. Yes, coffee is content, and this glass, this beautiful cup is the context. This coffee was useful as long as it was inside this context, in this container. So content without context is of no use. Even though content is king, but it is context that makes the king. Good morning, members and the distinguished guests. Washington, D.C., Friday, 12th January 2007. It was early morning, 7:50. Metro station rush hours. Everybody was running, passing by. A nondescript American steps out of the metro train and he walks across the platform and positions himself near the trash can. This guy was wearing a pair of jeans and long sleeve t-shirt and a baseball cap. He was also carrying a case. He takes out the case, he takes out the violin from the case, and in the case he puts some dollars and some change, and then he swivels around and starts playing the violin. He started playing, and he was playing some classical, beautiful classical numbers. For first few minutes, nobody was even stopping. Nobody was even noticing what is going around. After some time, somebody notices and just looks at him and then keep walking without slowing down. After a few minutes, a lady notices and she takes out money from her purse and puts in the case. And then she walks around without slowing down. This scene was going on for almost 43 minutes. 1097 people passed this scene, but only 7 people slowed down or stopped for a maximum period of 3 minutes. What was going on? He was still playing and this entire thing was set up. Friends, this entire scene was set up by Washington Post. This was an experiment. And the man who was playing the violin was no ordinary musician. He was none other than Joshua Bell, who at the age of 39 became one of the world's famous musicians. He was a child prodigy. The violin he was playing was not an ordinary violin. It had a history. He bought that violin at whooping $3.5 million. Same Joshua Bell, 3 days ago, he had played at Boston Symphony Hall, where average ticket price was $100. Question: what do you think? Why people were willing to pay $100 to listen to him, whereas at the metro station, nobody was even ready to listen to him when he was doing it for free? Absolutely. Any other answers? Anybody else? Absolutely. The content is great. The same person, same Joshua Bell, same set of classical numbers he was playing in the symphony hall. You go with an expectation, you go with a bright smile. Even you don't understand much of music, still you enjoy it because you are in that frame of mind. you are willing to pay and you are willing to enjoy. So same Joshua Bell, $100 Symphony Hall versus Joshua Bell at the metro station where nobody was ready to listen to him. It's a change of context, my dear friends. Content without context is of no use. That's what we see. I had a surreal experience in my life. When I was a child, I was attending a function in the school grounds. It was daytime and I was wearing red pullover, a nice gift given by my parents. Everything was going fine and people were appreciating that red pullover. Suddenly I heard some noise and I saw a black bull was coming inside that crowd. People started shouting at me, Vivek, take out your pullover, take out your pullover. Same pullover which was being appreciated few minutes back. It has lost its value because the context changed. A picture is worth 1,000 words, but if you know the context, it's worth 1,000,000. I leave you with some final thoughts. If content is king, context is kingmaker. Content is very important as long as you value that. And we experience it every time in life. You are the CEO of your life. Your creative energy order is inside you. Value that. Thank you.
Right. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vivek, for delivering that excellent speech. And let me just speak just the frame a little bit. All right. So we were talking about virtual reality. We don't know what the advantages. But let's talk about the disadvantages. Can I have a show of hand or someone who wants to come up with one disadvantage? Please. Vivek has hand first. Yes, Vivek. So one disadvantage is that correct. So Toastmaster Vivek says you don't get a 60-degree view. You look at it as if you're wearing those horse. I think that's one of the horse. Shona says yes, sir, it is virtual, not real. Of course, you just fancy our globals virtually, not right. You don't remember all thoughts, okay?
Toastmaster Mayank, your voice started distorting. Like, can you, like, ca- can you like place the mic or like earphone better? No, now it's not coming at all. It's coming like, but earlier it was a lot better when like Toastmaster Vivek was speaking. Now the voice is not better at all.
Is it clear now?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's got a lot better.
Okay, I think it got disconnected. All right, so you said, just one said,
Whatever you shows, you can't remember.
you can't remember everything what happens in virtual reality. Okay, Toastmaster Vidhu is physically not available, virtually available. That's a disadvantage. Okay, Ved, technical glitches. He's unable to unmute himself. Yeah, Ved.
Yeah, I missed the part. Like you were saying something.
Can you give me one disadvantage that has already not been spoken about of the VR? No worries.
Yeah.
You will come up with a thesis, I'm sure. Toastmaster Disha.
At times, there are technical glitches as far as technology is concerned. So, probably that.
Okay, glitches. All right. So a couple of disadvantages that I want to talk about. One was the price point. It detaches you from the real world. All right. Your mother screaming at you that Probably. Okay. Um, so one of the disadvantages that I believe is right now is one is the price point. These VR sets and everything uh, cost about 200, $300. And then it's only the physical set. Beyond that, you have to pay for subscription and etc. etc. It's pretty expensive. Second is prolonged usage. You're putting, I mean, our doctors always said that maintain one hand distance from a light source, right? Keep two hand distance when you're writing from a paper, right? So that you maintain an adequate distance from the eye. And here you have a screen right in front of your eyes, right? So it's going to put a lot of strain on your eyes. And if you're doing it for long hours, people who are using VR sets, it's research shows that they have a higher chance of a heart attack and those health issues because they constantly are in a different world. That's two items, and for others, I'll have to refer my notes. Uh,
Addiction. The worst is
uh,
addiction.
Addiction, yes, absolutely addiction. I mean, you really have to be pulled out of those if you are really immersed in it, right? Or unless the battery drains and you have to come out and charge it. But yeah, it can be very, very addictive, like our social media, other social media platforms by the same organization, right? Instagram and Facebook, the moment you open it, 4 hours gone, right? Isolation, because you are used to that virtual world, you are cut off from your friends. So instead of coming for a physical meeting, you will choose to join an online meeting because you say, yeah, it's comfort. But the small talk that you have after a meeting, you will be lost and cut off from there. Okay, so Shaunak says you are emotionally detached. Of course, you're speaking your ex-girlfriend, then she will be emotionally detached. And there are technical limitations at the moment in terms of what a VR set can do and what it can't. It can only, give you a feel of a roller coaster or thrill, but it won't be as exciting as probably a real, roller coaster that you will go, the pumping of the adrenaline rush in you. And of
I
course,
would
there
also
are,
like to add one more point here.
uh,
If anybody has seen this Hindi movie called Teri Baaton Mein Uljha Jiya, I'm not sure if anybody
I
has.
am not
So
immersed in television.
okay. So in that, the heroine is basically a robo. So somebody might want to get married to a robo or something into virtual reality also. I mean, that might become a disaster. Okay.
Okay. And there are ethical issues as well. For example, use of VR in certain applications like a violent games or abuse of somebody's human body. There are zillion crazy people and zillion absurd-minded people who do anything and everything on these. So these are some of the challenges as well. So before you decide to buy one of these and get hooked onto them, remember there are disadvantages. It's going to cost you a bomb. I have downloaded only one game on it. I paid in dollars, and then after that, it's been like that. So unless they make it like free, I don't think I'll be utilizing it much. All right. So now with this, we move on to the next topic, which is the table topic session. And for that, we have Toastmaster Shaunak, who's going to give us challenging topics. And he will have a challenge also to himself because he's also going to be the timer. So for physical people, he will continue to show the timer cards physically. Okay, Toastmaster Vivek has nominated to be the timer and so that it gives you relief. Perfect. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vivek, for that courteous role. So the agenda is Toastmaster Shauna is going to come on the stage, call one of us one by one, and he's going to give a topic. So he will say, uh, Toastmaster Mayank, it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day, Toastmaster Mayank. And then it's a beautiful day is the topic, right? And then we will have to speak on it for anything from 1 minute to 2.5 minutes. Right? At 1 minute, Toastmaster Vivek is going to show you the green card. At 1 minute, 30 seconds, the yellow card. At 2 minutes, the red card. And you have another 30 seconds to wrap up. All right, with this, we get started. And I invite on stage Toastmaster Shaunak. Toastmaster Shaunak. And
Hello, Toastmasters. So I would like to start the table topic with Mayank. And recently we have received a very good news when India won the World Cup. So I would like to Mayank to take up a topic where he'll share his feelings with the final match. So how he felt after, that match. Yeah, sure.
Topic.
So the topic is, how was your feeling after that match?
India Pakistan matches are my favorite time because that is one moment that I'm not in front of the screen, but maybe in a mall shopping because all the rooms, the changing and trial rooms are empty, right? And I have people dedicated to me to give me service in terms of try this, try that, because the whole world is busy watching the match. So you can imagine what kind of enthusiasm I would have when I'm watching this one of these matches. But surprisingly, for this match, I was on a vacation with my family on my in-laws side and extended family with over 20 people in Nainital and with a couple of young boys, of which two of them are active cricket players. The excitement was of X level they had created in terms of with every ball going, they would play Hanuman Chalisa or Gayatri Man. Oh my God, the magic, the way boom, rah, boom, rah, boom, rah. They had created that much of aura and excitement there. And I was like, okay, two balls, 10 runs, one ball, six, next ball, four. Papa, Masaji, should do that. And then one ball gone. It's like, oh, now it's one ball. I'm like, okay, no ball, super, what do you call it? A free hit, 6 runs on a free hit, and then a four. And they were again like, Masaji, Papa, don't do that. And when the match won and the people came in and took the trophies, for me, the most happy and joyous part was that Dravid got the due credit and he was the Mr. Dependable of the Indian cricket team. And people, when we depended on him, he really made it. And another person who made money was Toastmaster Ved in his IPL with his data analytics. So Toastmaster Ved, how was it for you? Thank you.
That was a wonderful speech and a narration of the final. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mayank. Now, I would like to invite Toastmaster Ved, and your topic is, what make a person beautiful? I'm repeating it again. What makes a person beautiful?
What makes a person beautiful? This is a good thought that we often need to think. And why do we need to think about that if being beautiful that we all know what it is? Well, when we think about being beautiful, we are often brainwashed about what is beautiful. We see we have like colors defined in our own ways. We have people defined in our own ways. And more often than not, these ideas uh, can brainwash you, and you often tend to forget that what is being beautiful. And if I would have to give words what makes a person beautiful, for me it's the character. For me it's how do you perceive other people. It's the how do you behave with the world, how do you behave with like when no one is looking at you. Your behavior, your character makes you beautiful. The whatever body, whatever voice, whatever something, whatever wealth that has been given to you, that might be temporary, that may be lifelong, but that is not what makes you beautiful. To be beautiful, you have to work for it. And with that, I rest my case. To be beautiful, you have to work for it. And being beautiful is about character. It's about you. It doesn't have to be the brainwashed ideas that was fed to you when you were young. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ved. That was a beautiful narration. Now, I would like to invite Toastmaster Disha, and your topic is okay. No, but let me tell the topic. You have 2 seconds to realize. Okay. So, Toastmaster Disha, are you okay? So, your topic is, what is your most prized possession? I'm repeating it again. What is your most prized possession? You can take few seconds to think about it.
All of us must be now thinking about this particular topic, the prized possession. Everybody has one or two or hundreds of prized possessions. For me, I, myself, and my family is the prized possession. Why? Because they have been with me all along in my tough times and even the good times. So, my family is not just the family members, but they are the family and the family friends. Family has always been everyone's near and dear ones, and they are the most important part of your journey throughout the life. They are there in your thicks and thins. I mean, there have been times which were really, really tough, and I didn't know what to do. But then my nearest and dearest family members, my mother, my husband, my siblings, and even my friends, they were there with me always. So the family and the family members are my prized possessions, and they will always be. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster Shauna.
Thank you. That was a beautiful speech, Toastmaster Disha. Let's take a pause for a few seconds before I invite the next Toastmaster, which is Toastmaster Vidu. So, Toastmaster Vidu, what is the most hilarious moment of your life? Sorry, I'm repeating it again. What is the most, or what was the most hilarious moment of your life?
Thank you, Toastmaster Shaunak. There have been multiple hilarious moments happening then and now since my daughter has born. Okay, so I think I will quote a couple of those instances. So one day, I took her to a salon, and she was very new to what the concept of salon is. So she asked the salon lady to do all of the tasks she was doing to me to her as well, and then she was telling her that I'll bring my father also to get it done. So she do such kind of hilarious things. um, there has been in office, it happened yesterday that we were creating some document, and we were going through some structure, organization structure we were creating, and there were certain names that we were supposed to fill in. And since it's a global organization, we were coming up with names which are very weird, which we are not able to relate to. Okay, how could that be? And some were like Gochu, Pony, some of those names were there which are global names. So there are instances then and here and there which are hilarious. Back to you, Toastmaster Shauna.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vidu. And since we all have children, they might have gone through that same journey. So we all have such similar experiences to share. Thank you so much. So now I would like to invite Toastmaster Vivek. So, Toastmaster Vivek, you can either hand it over to.
Toastmaster Vivek, we can't hear you.
Am I audible now?
You can join the talk.
Yes.
But
What happened to my wish?
wish is there. It's already granted that. Let me give you a new topic. So they were like, what have you read online recently that inspired you? I'm repeating it again. What have you read online recently that inspired you?
Online reading, I do only on LinkedIn. And there was this weekly newsletter from Dr. Mehernosh Randeria. She's He's one of the NLP expert in the country, the only doctor of NLP. And he was talking about the presuppositions. Presuppositions means our language creates our future. For example, if I'm talking to Toastmaster Shaunak and I'm not happy, he is my colleague, and I keep telling him, you are giving me pain in my neck. You are a pain in my neck. He is my colleague because he is not cooperating, he is not doing work properly. Now, what happens? I definitely get pain in my neck because I am saying it. So, this was a very interesting topic which I read recently, that presuppositions give meaning to our life, make our future, and create our future. Think about it before you speak any word next time, because you are presupposing the reality. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the uh, yeah, Arun, Arun. Nick. Our guest for the day today. I invite guest for the day today, Aryan. For the day is how you have changed in last 5 years.
Okay.
Okay. I'm repeating it again. How you have changed in last 5 years.
So I would say that the last 5 years of my life have been very transformative. Obviously, I'm 19 years old, so that's over 25% of my life. So any 5 years for me is very much more significant for me compared to a 50-year-old. In the last 5 years, I have begun reading. I have begun trying to learn consciously, trying to improve myself, um, trying to write. I have begun writing every day. I write about what confuses me, about what I think about my thoughts. And I have noticed that my thoughts, my beliefs are much more clearer because of it. I love reading. I love learning. Um, I'm in college right now, and even on the side, I like to keep learning something or the other. I like to, I like to keep improving myself in one way or the other. And so, adopting that practice in the last 5 years and trying to improve myself consciously has been one of the things that I have tried to implement consciously. And every week, I try to improve myself in one way or the other. And that I think has been the transformative change that I have brought about in the last 5 years, especially in the last 2 years. All right. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Speech.
Now I would like to invite our guest for the senior.
I would like to invite our guest for the day today, this one. And this one, your topic for the day is what is your definition of heaven? I'm repeating it again. What is your definition of heaven?
Uh, in my way, heaven is that something you believe in yourself. Uh, I mean, believe in yourself is a big uh, task. What you do, what you learn, what you see around around uh, the people where you live. So I think it's a self belief, more more listening to people who are saying lot of things, lot of creating a lot of content on yourself. Then you should be believe in yourself. That is all. Uh, I'm not coming. I think. Yeah, there are a lot of people who are having you know a lot of faith in heaven. So they are more discussed and more enthusiasm about their gurus. They didn't realize that uh, in their personal lives. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I'd like to invite myself on stage topic. And may I request the sponsor to give me a topic. Sponsor Will, am I audible?
Yes, yes, yeah. Uh, can you come again?
May I request you to give me a topic?
Yeah, sure, sure. Yes, I can give you. So your topic, Toastmaster Shonak, is like uh, you are going on a trip that you planned for really long time. Just describe your that dream trip.
Well, and thank you so much for giving me this topic. This is something I really need at this point in time, and I'm really looking for it. I've been looking for a script for a long time because our day-to-day life is so stressful. There's and so much happening around that sometimes we ourselves need a break. We will want to regenerate ourselves, spend time with the family, and we totally give full commitment to the family and to explore in place over things. And this is something is in my mind, and I'm looking forward for it. So I am. I'm thinking of visiting Himalayas for a trek, and so that I can explore the nature more, be near to the nature. Even I want my kids to be, get out of this artificial world, this gadgets and everything. We all are so much engrossed in our day-to-day life, mobile, TVs, and everything. I want to get rid of it from all of these and just explore the nature. Feel the warmth of the nature. Try to see what are the local cuisines, what are the local cultures, that enhance my knowledge so that I can learn more about my own country. So I've been watching all these things on Discovery all the while. But that is something in my mind where I like it to a new place every year or every night and for minutes. And that's all is in my mind. Last year we went to Passport, and this year I don't know where I will be, but yes, I would like to explore something far more away from all the hassles, tourist stuff and all. So that's all. Thank you so much. If you have something in mind, please do let me know. Thank you.
Toastmaster Mayank, I think the mic is disconnected. So can you check that again?
Sure.
It could be a reason. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, maybe the device is going low on battery. So I will charge it next time for 2 days in advance. Otherwise, the company claimed charge for 20 minutes and get 80% battery. Yeah, it seems that claim is now falling short. All right. So now we will move on to the evaluation section. And for that, I'd like to invite on stage Toastmaster Ved to get on with the speech evaluations and then the tag team and then his report. So what do you, Toastmaster Ved?
Thank you, Toastmaster Mayank. Now it's time for evaluation section. And as they say, feedback is the breakfast of champions. And now we will kickstart this section with the first evaluation that will be delivered by Toastmaster Disha. Over to you, Toastmaster Disha.
Thank you, Toastmaster Wade. So, Toastmaster Vidu, you started your speech with beautiful pictures and checking with the audience about their interest, which was great. You were very confident while the speech delivery. Your words were very clear. The scope of leveling up can be adding a proper opening, a body, and conclusion in the speech. Conclusion seemed missing here, and the summary at the end was also not available. The content would have been much more structured. That is one of the major feedbacks. Using pictures while the delivery of speech online was good. However, in between, we were scrolling a lot of ups and downs, which was little distracting. Also, it was difficult to see your gestures, so I could not note down your gestures. Overall, the speech was engaging, the tone was confident. However, there is quite much of scope in having a structured content part. You appeared at ease, which was very wonderful to see. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster Wade.
Thank you, Toastmaster Disha, for the evaluation. Now, the second evaluation for Toastmaster Vivek's speech. I'm not able to find the evaluator. Okay. Okay, that's me. So now moving to this evaluator role. So Toastmaster Vivek, your speech, you have delivered very well. And kudos for that. If I have to pick one of the best moments from your speech, although there were many shiny moments, but if I have to pick one, that was your depiction of speech. Your body was following the content. So I really like the way you imitated lots of things on your speech, like imitating the wearing hat, wearing trouser, and many more things. So kudos for that. Now let's talk a little bit about the content part. Your content was really very well written. It has very clear, like intro, body, and conclusion part. And another thing I liked about the structure and the speech is that the choice of words was very well chosen. So it was very concise and crisp speech, so very well written, and a great job on that. Now, talking about the recommendation part, I have one small recommendation is that is to use more vocal variety. And how can you do that? Try varying the pitch of your voice. So now the next question is, how do you decide that pitch? Well, when you have written down your speech, identify the words which you would want to emphasize in the speech. And when you speak those words in your speech, try to speak them in a higher pitch. This will help you in adding vocal variety and will add more flavor to your speech. Now, talking about the delivery aspect of the speech, you perfectly nailed this aspect. I like you throughout the speech, you are using gestures and your body language for the speech. You held a very good audience engagement as well. So, very well done on that. So, to summarize my evaluation, that you had a clear structure in the speech, the choice of words was very well chosen, and you throughout the speech you are using gestures and your body language. The recommendation was to include more vocal variety to the speech, which will add more flavor to the speech. That's it for my recommendation. I wish you all the best for your next speech. Now, thanks. Back to the general evaluator. Now we are done with the speeches, and now let's talk a little bit more about the overall general aspects of the meeting. And let's start by the timeliness of the meeting. And we started 4 minutes late.
Sorry. You'll have to have the tag report.
Okay, so before I present my report, I think it's time for tag team's report. And to present the first report, I would like to invite Toastmaster Disha for the report. Over to you, Toastmaster Disha.
Thank you, Toastmaster Wayne. So I was evaluating the language today. To start with the filler word usage, I would like to tell who used how many filler words, starting with Toastmaster Wade. Toastmaster Wade used 5 times, so 3 times, and he also used the word like. Vidhu used the words so 3 times, and I think while her talking. Toastmaster Mayank, you used 5 times, 2 times, so 4 times, and right 4 times. Toastmaster Shaunak, you used 3 times, and so was used 2 times over here. Guest Aryan, you used 4 times, so 3 times. Otherwise, the other words were well off. Toastmaster Jaswant, you used more than 10 times, so 4 times. 5 times. I mean, I think such word usage were there. Guest Toastmaster Vivek, you were really good while delivering everything. I couldn't find any filler word while you were speaking, so kudos for that. Now, if we talk about the improper usages, there was a sentence used as you say that I can think. This could have been, as you say, I can now think of. The other one is, there is also a research being done, which could have been, a research is also in progress. There was also one improper usage as wettiest region. It is not wettiest region, it can be called most wet region. So that's it from my end. Over to you, Toastmaster Wade. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Disha, for this wonderful report. And we all have takeaways from your report. Now, moving to the next supplementary role, that is the timer role. And to give the timer's report, I invite Toastmaster Shonak on the stage to deliver his report.
Thanks so much for Dr. Wade. So for table
For prepared speeches. Vidu, you were phenomenal. Uh, it was more like, that I'm watching a Discovery Channel where I'm going through that beautiful places. However, I feel since you were on screen sharing, you were not able to see when I was flagging those timers. So you missed that boat, and you went ahead with the time, and it took 8 minutes for you to to cover that overall journey. But that was a beautiful narration. Vivek, Toastmaster Vivek was well on time, and for all the table topics, we were well within the time range. So that's the report from my side. Thank you so much, and I'll hand it over to Toastmaster Mayank, to Toastmaster Ved.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shaunak. So now we are done with the supplementaries report, and let's start with the overall evaluation committee. And starting with the timeliness, I already talked about that we started with 4 minutes late. Although we have been trying to start on time from previous sometimes, but we are not able to do that. Every time it gets started like 4 5 minutes. So we need to think about something so that we can start on the time, and that is one aspect. Another part is enthusiasm part of the meeting, and we are, as a Toastmaster, we are always enthusiastic. We go extra mile to make meeting successful. So we also have played dual roles in the meeting as well. So kudos for that, to have this spirit. And now talking about uh, Toastmaster, uh, the other roles in this meeting, the Toastmaster main uh, delivered a Toastmasters session about the virtual reality, and it was very well coordinated, and throughout he did audience engagement. So a great job on that. Now the next role that we had, it was about table topic speaker. So Toastmaster Shonak brought uh, many different topics, and uh, so those topics were uh, ranging from widely different. So very well done on that. Now, to give a general recommendation about the meeting, is that uh, we today we faced about a little bit technical glitch. So maybe next time we can try to avoid that. That is one part. And in the evaluations, when we talk about evaluation in the Toastmaster, we follow a sandwich approach. Sandwich approach means we give the commendation part first, and then we give the recommendation, and then we give commendation. So basically, we sandwich the recommendation part in between, and we just, so that the speaker doesn't get uh, you know uh, uh, doesn't get like demotivated or something like that. We can always follow that structure. It's good to follow. And another part is about that Toastmaster Disha delivered a very good language evaluator role, and uh, that we should all keep in mind in next time that we uh, do such justice to the role. And apart from that, I don't have much to add. And uh, so yeah, that's it for my report. And I hand back to the stage to the Toastmaster man, back to the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator, for your inputs. Now on the stage, I'd like to invite the guests to give a feedback on how did they feel about today's meeting, and some suggestions or improvement opportunities for us. And we'll start with Toastmaster Vivek. So Toastmaster Vivek, maybe have you here on the stage, please.
Thank you. Am I audible?
Yes.
Hi. So I have attended the Bright Beginners Toastmasters Club meeting earlier also, but that was online. Offline, I'm attending for the first time. I think it's a very good setup. I remember one quote by T. Harvekar. The way you do anything is the way you do everything. And that I see the demonstration of that here. You are not worried about a big conference room or a great setup or everything, but everybody is playing the role with the best of his or her abilities. So that gives me a great feeling that, okay, we are practicing. That is the purpose of this club meeting, that we are practicing and we are doing best to the given role. So my feedback is kudos to all that and continue doing that effort. If possible, try to switch from online to offline fully, because that gives a, I feel personally, I don't know about everybody, that I feel that that gives a better bonding and better building of rapport. That's what I would like to say. Thank you. Otherwise, all the best.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So we have a couple of members who are not from the India,
Uh-huh.
and they have been very encountered.
Okay.
Somebody who have them in place.
Okay. Okay.
That's a good one. It
Understood.
also allows us that if somebody's traveling or at home, concern, it's for the same meeting, looking to an online, right? That facility of online, we restricted only to the members of the club and avoiding guests. In that.
Thank you. Thank you for letting me know the right context, because in what I am observing, I observed probably without understanding the context. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Can I have the mic, please? All right. So on stage next, let me next invite Aryan. So to be Toastmaster Aryan, how was your experience and would you have any recommendations for us?
Much different from what I was expecting. It was different from what I saw in the videos on YouTube. There were huge audiences, which is what I was sort of expecting. But this is maybe better because then I would have been completely struck with stage fright and not able to say anything. I would have hoped that it was better, that there were more people present offline, because then there is a better connection. But as you said, some people are not from nearby and so they have to connect online. But overall, I think it was a good practice. It was a good first time. I was quite anxious when I was coming here, but it turned out to be better than I was expecting. I was able to do it anyway, even though I was quite anxious. But as a first experience, I would say that it was quite good, and I hope to come here again.
Great.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, thank you so much. May I invite Super Toastmaster Jaswant to give feedback? Okay.
Yeah, for me it was wonderful meeting. So I never I did everything, but I never did speech, anywhere, and in my office, in my personal way. That is something that we always hide something else. So this is the best place where I can express my expressions, and I can talk at least anything. So yeah, I also got to know about the VC and Meghalaya. That is that's something we never talk about in general. So yeah, it was wonderful. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, everybody, for making it for this meeting. And it was great to host uh, 5 people in person and 3 online, which made it 8. And together we will make this club bigger, brighter, smarter. Right? Thank you so much. And with this, we can call off this today's meeting. And I'm stopping the YouTube live for a minute. No. iPad. Yeah.